Hello and welcome to this gentle movement yoga sequence. This sequence is great for the mornings to bring a bit of movement to start your day, or for the evenings to wind down a bit. If you'd like, you may bring a bolster or two or a block or two to end our practice. But we will begin on our mats in child's pose, with the arms extended out in front of you, feet touching, option to keep your knees together or a little bit further apart for wide-legged child's pose. Inhaling and exhaling to find the position that suits you today. Taking a few cycles of breath to start this practice. On your next inhale, bringing your hands towards the right side of the mat, right palm on the mat, left palm over the right, and exhaling into a side bend. Inhaling, bringing it to the other side. Inhale towards the right side of the mat. Exhaling, folding. Inhaling, switching sides. Continuing the side stretch on both sides twice more. On your next inhale, extending the hands out in front of you, finding your extended child's pose. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, coming into a seat, sitting on your heels, your knees close together. Inhaling and exhaling, shoulders down away from your ears, broadening your chest. And letting your head fall to the right. Inhaling, perhaps feeling a stretch on the left side of your neck. And exhaling, letting your chin come and rotating across your chest and finding your head bending towards the left. Inhale, exhale, letting your chin dip down, finding the bend on your right. Inhale, exhale, chin comes down, bending on the left. Continuing this pendulum for a few cycles of breath. On your next inhale, lifting your head back up into center. We will move into some twists. On an inhale, letting your arms come up, extending over your head. Exhaling, twisting to the right, and bringing your hands down. Your left hand finds the right side of your knee, and your right palm is behind you, looking back behind you over your right shoulder. Inhaling, hands back up to center above you. Exhaling, finding your twist towards the left side, right hand on the left knee, gazing back behind your left shoulder. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhaling, twist towards the right. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhaling, twisting towards the left. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, twist towards the left. Inhale up, exhale, twist on the right, last time on this side. Inhale up and exhale, twist towards the left side, last time. Inhaling your arms back up overhead and exhaling your arms back down to your sides. Inhale and exhale, coming into a tabletop position. Continuing to connect to your breath, finding any movement that feels good for you today. Perhaps you take some figure eights with a gentle movement in your shoulders or your hips, or perhaps you exaggerate that movement a bit, or you go into barrel rolls, side to side, bringing as much movement into your body as you need. Letting your hands have some movement too. Or perhaps you find some cat-cows. Or any other movement that suits you. Taking one more cycle of breath. And coming into stillness. Hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips. Lifting your right knee up, we're going to move into some hip circles. Bringing your right knee behind you to the side and back down. Taking 2 more rotations before switching directions. To the side, back behind you and down. On your next inhale, keeping the knee up behind you, extending the knee, bringing your leg out to the side, placing your foot down, parallel with your left knee, bringing the whole bottom of your foot down on the floor, and perhaps staying here in a tabletop position with your hands, or moving into a sphinx-like position on your elbows with your forearms on the mat. Keeping your shoulders pushed from the ground, away from your ears. Gaze directly down at your mat. Breathing into this stretch. You may also bring a bit of movement here, going forward and back, or if you can, a little bit side to side, or staying in stillness. On your next inhale, pushing up back into your tabletop position. Moving on to the other side, lifting your knee and finding hip circles on the left side. Knee back behind you to the side and back down. Pushing the ground away with your hands. Switching directions, knee to the side, behind you and back down. Two more rotations. And on your next inhale, extending your knee and letting your foot come out towards the side and coming down onto the ground. Either staying with your palms on the mat or bringing your elbows down under your shoulders as in a sphinx position forearms parallel. Breathing into this pose. Staying in stillness, gazing down at your mat. Or perhaps you'd like to bring a little bit of movement into the pose. Maybe a bit of circular movement, side to side, or forward and back. On your next inhale, placing your palms where your elbows were and coming back fully into tabletop position. And coming back into sitting on your heels, bringing your heels out towards the side and finding position lying down on your back. Inhaling and exhaling with your knees bent and bringing the bottoms of your feet towards the side of your mat. Your arms out a bit to the sides. And on your next exhale, knocking your legs to the right side. Inhaling back to center, knocking to the left. Inhale center, exhale right. Inhale center, exhale left. Continuing this at your own pace. Once more on both sides. Inhaling your knees back up to center. Keeping both knees bent. Inhaling your right knee towards your chest. Grabbing the outside of your foot and bringing the knee close to your armpit. And breathing here in half happy baby. Perhaps keeping your left knee bent, or you may extend the left knee out. Taking a few deep breaths. On your next inhale, bending your left knee if it wasn't bent already, and placing your right foot back on the ground. Taking half happy baby on the other side, inhaling your left knee towards your chest, grabbing the outside of the right foot, knee towards your armpit. Breathing here, flexing your left foot. Keeping your right knee bent or extending the right leg out. Holding for one more breath. On an exhale, bending your right knee and bringing your left foot back onto the ground. Bringing your feet together, letting your knees fall out to the sides, finding supine butterfly. If this feels good to you, I invite you to stay here. If you'd like, you may also use 2 blocks to support your hips or bolster wherever it feels good for you. Finding any adjustments before you fully take some time to rest in supine butterfly. Perhaps there are some movements that you'd like to take before coming to a restful position. Letting your body breathe. Relaxing the muscles in your face. Relaxing your shoulders and your chest. Relaxing your upper body, your arms, your hands. Letting your hips melt into this position. I invite you to stay in this position as long as you'd like. The video will end here. Thank you so much for joining me today.